teachers in Chicago are speaking out, criticizing immigration enforcement taking place near schools, saying the operations are disrupting classes and traumatizing children. In one incident, a teacher said tear gas drifted toward a playground, forcing students to move inside for recess. In one social media video that went viral, law enforcement officers can be seen dragging two women from a car right outside a school as parents were picking up their children.
Wait, you guys came to the school and to do this?
Do you have a warrant? They haven't asked for a warrant. My name is Jocelyn from Cicero. They don't have a warrant. They didn't ask for one. They forcefully opened the door of the truck. It was locked. It was locked.
The person who recorded this video said she is a teacher who works at the school nearby. She said she heard students shouting, "It's ICE," and running. NBC News could not independently verify the details of that post. MSNBC has confirmed that both women were later released after that trauma. Chicago public school staff is taking action to assist children affected by ongoing ICE operations. Staff members have organized teams to report and respond to immigration and customs enforcement activity around their schools, including patrolling the area, keeping concerned parents informed, and helping escort some families to and from school, according to members of the Chicago Teachers Union. In a statement, the Department of Homeland Security defended its actions. Quote, ICE is not going to schools to make arrests of children. Criminals are no longer able to hide in America's schools to avoid arrest. The Trump administration will not tie the hands of our brave law enforcement and instead trusts them to use common sense. And Joe, that shouldn't be even happening anywhere,
released them.
let alone near a school.
They release them. They release. They go into school. They go in, and who thinks this is good politics? Who thinks this is good policy? They go into school pickup lines, attack people, according to this video, brutalize them, and then release them.
And according to this victim, they were in the car and they were dragged out of their car. So there's some problems there with procedure not being lawful if their claims are correct.
Who's telling Republicans that this is a good idea? Who's telling Republicans that not only is this thuggish, but who's telling Republicans, hey, this will really help you out in the midterms. This will help you out politically. Who are they playing to? What 32% of sick people are they playing to who want to see people improperly taken out of court? Because they were released later, we're told. So this is a school pickup line in America. This is a school pickup line. We've all picked up our children in school.
This is crazy.
Right? And here you have masked people that are like yanking people out of cars and then later on releasing them. And we now have people who are here legally. Reports that they're now getting treated like this across America. And again, the question is, who's telling Donald Trump this is good politics? Who's telling Republicans who's telling John Thune this is good politics? Who's telling the Speaker this is good politics? They can run around screaming illegal immigration. Americans want a secure border. Americans want people to get here legally. And at the same time, two truths, you can hold them in your hands. They don't want to see that shit. They don't want to see that happening in school pickup lines. I'll tell you what else they don't want to see. They don't want to see a president threatening people based on how they vote in local elections. Let's just back up now. We now are getting threats against entire cities from big government Washington saying if you vote a certain way in your local elections, you're going to get punished. We're now getting threats from big government in Washington, D.C. that just because we don't like a city because it votes for Democrats sometimes, you may not get World Cup games or something. By the way, crime in Boston has fallen precipitously over the past 4 years. Last year, an all-time low for murders, if the stats that I'm getting. By the way, not an all-time low since 2022, not an all-time low since 1978. Based on reports I've read, last year, 2024, an all-time low. And yet you're going, we got to invade Boston because it's too dangerous there. Like, again, I know you want to shock people with all this shit. We're just looking at it and seeing how stupid it is.
It's very stupid.
How dangerous it is for people. And the fact, again, in 2025, John Lemire, somebody's actually telling the President of the United States it's good politics if we go to school lines where people pick up their children from school and we have masked, I can't believe I'm saying it, masked agents in 2025 in school pickup lines doing this. Hold on, let's just listen to the video. Let's listen.
Wait, you guys came to the school and to do
Do you
this?
have a warrant? They haven't asked for a warrant. My name is Jocelyn from Cicero. They don't have a warrant. They didn't ask for one. They forcefully opened the door of the truck. It was
Not a girl. She knows her rights.
So they do this, and again, according to reports, some of these people were later released. They really are going to school lines to do this, these guys in masks? 2025 America. 2025 America. John Lemire, I'm not really good at this politics thing. I don't think it does great in the crosstabs. I think maybe, maybe there are 30% of people who like school lines to be attacked by people in masks and people ripped out of their cars. And now we're even getting to the point where they're not even illegal immigrants that are getting yanked out of car. Now we're getting to the point where you have people who are here legally that are having this happen to them. Legally. We have people in America legally that are now having to carry around their papers. I'm sorry, what does that sound like? Show me your papers. You need to show me your papers. Oh, you're going down the street, show me your paper. That's not America. And by the way, that's not like anybody freaking out. This is like, where are the Republicans? We're small government Republicans. No, you aren't. You're allowing big government to actually go in and threaten people if they vote the wrong way in a municipal race. Think about how screwed up that is. I'd like to use another word, but I know kids are watching. We now have big government. I have used it. I do. We now have big government going into school pickup. Listen, I understand that there are a lot of elites in the White House and a lot of elites on Capitol Hill that have probably ever picked up their children in lines at school. Maybe they've had chauffeurs do it or something. A lot of billionaires work in this administration. So maybe they've never actually been into a school line like all of us have to pick up our children. But that's really screwed up. Like, that's some screwed up shit. When you have people in masks going into lines and yanking people out of cars, some of whom are here legally. America 2025, I don't think so. And saying, you need to carry your papers. Do you have your papers with you? Are you carrying your papers? It's like a movie. It's like a movie about some regime from past, authoritarian regime. It doesn't happen in America. But it is now. I'm not sure why, because this is not good politics. And I don't know why Republicans don't step up and say, like Rand Paul did earlier, this is not good politics.
Deeply un-American. And in that video, you can hear the screams, just like the screams in that video that the DHS shot in Chicago a couple weeks ago when they raided an apartment building in the middle of the night with helicopters and pulled children out of their beds. Let's bring in New York Times investigative reporter Michael Schmidt, president of the National Action Network and host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, the Reverend Al Sharpton, as well as MSNBC senior White House correspondent Vaughn Hilliard. Thanks to you all for being here. Rev, starting with you. This is America 2025, where President Trump, I've never seen before a president who makes no effort to be the president for all people. He's just president for his supporters. And he is declared war on Democratic cities. We're seeing the ICE raids there in cities like Chicago, the threats to Boston, which by almost any measure is the safest big city in America, saying we'll strip the World Cup away from you. And here in New York City, saying if you elect a politician I don't like, in Zohran Mamdani, I'm going to slash federal funding, which would, of course, have devastating impact for millions of people.
I think the challenge is that those that really want to preserve America as we know it, and this is not right or left, this is dealing with the country that stands for democracy, it stands for human and moral rights. Are we going to allow this to happen? I mean, we keep talking about this like this is gossip. This is for real. People are being harassed on school lines in certain cities because it's a democratic city. We're going after certain people that look like an ethnicity and say, do you have your papers in our time? So I think that the challenge, I think we've heard this long enough that this is what Trump will do. They're doing it. Yeah. The question is, are we going to resist it? Are we going to stop it? Our elected officials and others. And now to threaten if New York elects who they want to elect as mayor, I'm going to cut off the money. This is our money. I mean, we are taxpayers. What are you talking about? We are allowing him to do it because there's not a real resistance from top to bottom in these communities. It's not that he's that strong, it's that we've become that weak.
And Mike